Hey guys, this is Angela with LaVolle Studios here, bringing you a video, so we're going to hop right into it. I am just using a spoolie to brush out her brows and brush them into place. I am now filling her brows using a Sigma E65 brush, using my Morphe 350M palette in Annastasia of Beverley Hills colors, Noir and Chocolate, mixed together to fill in her brows. I'm now going in with MAC Prolongwear Concealer in the color NC45 to conceal out the bottom of her brows. I'm gonna go over that arch a few times just to make sure I got it right all the way to the end. I'm gonna just spread that all over the eyelid. It's just gonna give us a base, a nice base to create our eye look that we're about to do. It'll be nice and even here in a second once we buff it out, and we will be able to get our colors on there nice and pigmented and easy to blend. Taking my Real Technique setting brush to pat that into the skin. Just gonna keep buffing that in there until we get it to be nice and even, a nice even layer of base. You blend and blend and blend. Even if you think you're done, you're probably not. I also use my fingers here also just to get right there in the bridge part. I feel like the brush doesn't get there good enough, so I use my fingers there to get a good even base all around. Okay, I am going in now with a Crayon Case eyeshadow brush using my Morphe 350M palette for my brown shades. These are just my crease shades. I'm tapping and patting that into the eyelid. Circular motions, tapping, circular motions, back and forth just until I get it blended to my liking. I will continue to do this for a while. This video is sped up, ladies, so definitely take your time with this. Blending your eyeshadow definitely takes a lot of time. I'm just going to continue to just blend that in, keep blending. For this part, I'm going with more browns. I'm using my True Complexrion Contour Palette in medium dark, and I'm just doing the same thing, going over those same shades just to make it a little darker. Going into darkening my shade, the crease, going right in the crease with a Sigma E25 brush. And I am using the same shades I used for the brows, the Annastasia of Beverley Hills Noir and Chocolate shades mixed together. And I am deepening up that crease because we're preparing to cut the crease here in a second. Here I am now just going in with my Louise base in the shade number 2 to carve out my crease. I am just taking my time with this process to get that line super sharp and super crispy. Just take your time with this step, ladies, so you can get that cut crease super sharp and super perfect. I do tapping motions and I just follow the shape of the eye in order to get that perfect shape for the cut crease. Taking the edge of my brush here, just cleaning that up, getting that as sharp as I can. And I'll continue to do that until I get it to my liking. I am taking the Crayon Case eyeshadow brush now to buff in that product, get off any excess product before we put our eyeshadow down. So I will do this. I pull the brow up so I can get as close as I can to that line to get as much product off. Okay, going in with the Sigma E45 eyeshadow brush using the Juvia's Place eyeshadow from the Saharan palette called IMAN. It's a silver shade. I am literally just taking that on that brush and just tapping it in, just patting it all over the eyelid. I use a fluffier brush instead of an actual eyeshadow brush. The eyeshadow doesn't get as cakey and it's super easy to get on the lid versus using a small tiny brush for a whole lid. It just works better. Now I'm using a Crayon Case, another brush from the eyeshadow set, to get super close to that line. I'm taking my time with this, ladies. You have to take your time in order to get that line super precise. It's just like coloring. You don't want to get outside the lines. Right here, ladies, I am adding some browns, the same browns that I used on the crease and the lid before we cut it. I'm using those same browns and I'm just buffing out the side of that cut crease so it's not as sharp. We want it to just be like a gradient effect there. I am now using my NYX matte liquid liner. I'm using dual eyelash adhesive for the glitter. So we're just laying that down. And now this is just a mix of glitter I have. I have a chunky holographic glitter and I mixed it with the silver and gold regular size glitter and just custom. It's from Hobby Lobby. And just made my own mixture and I'm just putting that on her eye now using a Crayon Case eyeshadow brush. Taking just a regular clean brush from the eyeshadow palette from Crayon Case and just buffing out those colors, you guys, just to make sure all my stuff was just not harsh, no harsh line. I'm going in with my NYX liquid matte liner again just to make that line just a little bit more bolder. I felt like it needed just a little bit more line for the lash that I was about to put on. So I'm gonna just perfect that. Okay, you guys, I'm now going in with the lash from my up-and-coming lash line. This is one of the bigger lashes that I'll be dropping. I am securing it with LaVolle Lash brush-on adhesive. I am now going over the band with my liner again to hide the band. And I just do this every single time with every single application. It just makes it look more realistic. Okay, we're gonna go ahead in with the same brush that we used to cut our crease. I'm using some MAC Prolongwear concealer in the shade NC45. This is what we used underneath her brow. We're just going to carve out the top of her brow now. Just going to get a nice shape. She has a nice full brow, so I just wanted to do a nice full pretty brow. Take your time with this. It does take time to get that perfect brow, that shape. I'm going to go in with my Real Technique setting brush and I'm just going to buff that out. Just buff that out, get that super smooth. Okay, you guys, so this is going to be the end of the video. It is definitely just an eye look. I do apologize that I do not have full face. I will have full face in videos to come, so stay tuned. Please subscribe to my channel, thumbs up this video. Y'all let me know what y'all like in the comments, what y'all don't like, anything that y'all want to see from me, that sort of thing. Thank you guys for tuning in. Y'all have a good day. Take care.